There's something special about Disney movies in the early 2000s that just works for me.
Is everything ready for tonight?
Oh yeah, I thought we'd start off with soup and a light salad, and then see how we feel after that.
Not the dinner.
But here's one movie that actually chose to forego having another classic Disney princess in it and instead taught us something deeper, the importance of a father figure.
Didn't your pap ever teach you to pick your fights a bit more carefully? Your father not the teaching sort?
No. It was more the taking off and never coming back sort.
The film is Treasure Planet, and despite my love for the actual story blend of science fiction, pirates, and adventure, this character here with Captain Silva and his relationship with Jim Hawkins, the protagonist, is just something else. It starts with scenes between them being sort of tense. Silva isn't exactly a true antagonist, but he is someone that opposes Jim, who is initially sent to be Silva's kitchen assistant, much to his reluctance. And you can already tell the lack of respect Jim has for Silva because Jim is used to doing what he wants and not being ordered around to do tasks that he feels are beneath him.
Jimbo, I gave you a job.
Hey, I was doing it until that bug thing got...
Belay that! Now, I want this deck swabbed spotless, and heaven help you if I come back and it's not done. Morph, keep an eye on this pup. Let me know if there be any more distractions.
But this is where it gets interesting, as the best parts to me are just watching Silva's reaction to all of Jim's attitude, who just knows that he cannot back down as a teacher or mentor, who is just able to hold Jim accountable and install some discipline within him. At first, it seems like their relationship could just end right there on a simple sense of mutual respect, with Jim finally coming to terms with acknowledging a voice of authority and a source of wisdom that he can gain value from. But this is where Treasure Planet elevates itself as a movie, with a moment that showcases Silva as not just another mentor, but really someone who's the father figure that Jim always needed, but who he never had, with a speech that just gives Jim the belief and sense of self-worth that he never had in his life.
Don't you get it? I screwed up! I mean, for 2 seconds, I thought that maybe I could do something right, but... I just... Just forget it. Forget it.
Now, you listen to me, James Hawkins. You got the makings of greatness in you, but you gotta take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it, no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show what you're made of. Well, I hope I'm there, catching some of the light coming off you that day.
These lines of realizing your potential and of chasing your dreams are feelings and ideas sprinkled throughout so many stories, but to me, this scene in particular hits harder than most movies because of what we realize about Jim's upbringing. In just an unbelievably heartbreaking and inspiring montage, we get beautiful flashback scenes that show us how a younger Jim was abandoned by his biological father, and all of it has no dialogue, and really there's none needed. Instead, the images tell you everything you need to know about why Jim is who he is as a rebellious adult. It explains why he often chooses to act out impulsively, not thinking about the potential consequences of his actions, why he wants to do everything on his own because he's had no one else in his life to guide or teach him otherwise. And when you've been on your own like that, it's no wonder he's had to learn on his own. But I also love the decision to not show his actual father's face, nor even give us his voice or name, which is really fitting for how Jim's father left him without any real trace or reason, so that we too as viewers have no real understanding or connection to him. It makes the impact of his departure so much more worse. Instead of giving us a backstory with reasons to make us sympathize and even view a complicated situation between them, we're just left with seeing the heartbreaking destruction that his absence has on Jim growing up without a father figure in his life to shape him. We see the heartbreak written on his face of a kid confused at why his father has left him and is now perhaps wondering if it was at all because of something that he did. And man oh man, hearing this song in the montage fittingly titled I'm Still Here, performed by the Goo Goo Dolls, just ticks every box in capturing that special kind of melancholic and uplifting power ballad of a song needed for these exact scenes that are too melancholic and uplifting. It even feels a bit rebellious and hidden with a bit of frustration and anger of telling someone that despite their departure, this person singing is still here and is still standing strong in defiance.
They can't tell me who to be, 'cause I'm not what they see. Yeah, the world is still sleeping while I keep on dreaming for me. And their words are just whispers and lies that I'll never believe.
But what I feel is different about this kind of montage here is that instead of just showing us your typical training style montage that has our protagonist learning the ropes and growing as a character, it actually jumps back and forth between timelines from when Jim was a child, showing us the heartbreaking tragic childhood experiences that he had when he was younger, to how he's now slowly maturing as an adult, from seeing his actual father pay him little to no attention despite efforts to try and show off something he made with pride, to then cleverly transitioning back to current day Jim being given all of the attention from Silva. To me, it's just such a simple yet perfect juxtaposition. We get to see how, unlike his father, Silva doesn't leave him behind. How, unlike his father, Silva is more than happy to spend time with Jim and teach him what he knows, even if Jim might already know it for himself. By the end of this movie, we can really see how far these two have grown together as an adopted son to a found father figure relationship. Not only has Silva given belief and a sense of self-worth to a boy who's lost all sense of wondering if he's worthy enough as a person, but he's able to guide and let Jim go in order to truly allow Jim to understand the importance of charting your own path in life and how he can actually do so by learning to trust in himself. To me, that's the real magic of this movie, because while it's yes, a familiar story of a troubled teenager learning to find himself and grow to actually fulfill on his promising talent as an adult, this film really becomes a story about a boy getting a second chance to be reconnected to a father, about a boy getting the opportunity to feel loved again when before only loss and confusion was there to fill the void. And while his real father may have abandoned him as a boy, Silva at the end says goodbye in order to send him off to flourish as a man. And in the process, Silva continues to seek out his own dream in life so that Jim can see him leading by example as being someone who knows what they want and as someone who chases after it. That's why this is a special movie and not just another kid's flick that's only about going on a fun adventure. It's really about going after what you want in this life and of realizing your full potential, and to also find that special somebody that, despite whatever circumstances that are surrounding you, will always believe in you no matter what.